What is good, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Trap Talks TV podcast. And of course, this is one of our interview shows. And if you've been watching us and tuning in with us, our interview show, Talk Your Shit with Trap, where we sit down with entrepreneurs, creators, artists, all those people. We talk about what they got going on. Might ask them a couple current event questions, see what they know, what's going on in the world. Pick their brain on some stuff. See what they got going. And of course, we got my two co-hosts up at the top. We got Londo and Kenny the Great with me tonight, of course. And on this episode of Talk Your Shit with Trap, we got someone with us, an artist with us today. T.U.T, the Untold Truth, man. What's going on with you, man? How are you?
What's going on with you, man? What's going on with y'all guys? I'm good.
Definitely appreciate you being here with us tonight, man. You know what I mean? On this late night, we gotta get it in though, man. We definitely appreciate you being with us. Supreme brought you up to us and everything. We was like, well, we gotta talk to him, see what you got going. But Supreme, go ahead and start us off, man. What you got, man?
What's up? First off, bro, why you cut the dreads?
I don't know, bro. I just needed a change, bro.
I feel you, but like your shit was like raw as hell. Your shit was so long, bro. Like, damn.
I always jump out the ledge and do some off the wall shit every 4 years. I have to goddamn
reinvent yourself. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I feel you on that.
Rebranding out that. I'm finna put them bitches back in though.
Hey, I feel that though. I feel that. So, question. Growing up, you are from Albany, correct?
Yep.
Okay, so growing up in Albany, what you say some of your musical influence? Because even though like I know they don't know as much as about you as me, but I've followed you for a couple years, so I know you can do both sides. Like, but what made you, or like, what influenced you in Albany, where it's a certain type of music that's pushed? What made you want to step outside that box and be, the Untold Truth?
You mean like just based off of like strictly just Albany music?
Yeah, I'm saying like coming up, most people like when you coming up, what you be like grounded in, that kind of shape your musical, sound and shit like
that. Shit, I could really say, I don't know. I like the way I am now, like even the way I started doing my music, I always been like that, like as a person. You know what I'm saying? So people who know me personally, like I be in with what's going on, but I always like to do it my way. You know what I'm saying? Like, right. And just it always be kind of a little different. You know what I'm saying? From what everybody doing, like that always been intentional. So when it came to the music, it was like, well, okay, I'm just like the average, young black boy. You know what I'm saying? Running around Albany. You do sports. You may dibble and dabble in some street shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you do whatever. So when it came to
shit, right?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So when it came to the music, I was just like, well, okay, I can since I didn't live both sides of the field, you know what I'm saying? Like that's something that I could speak on. Like instead of find just one part of it, I could get a whole story. And that's usually what we don't hear too much of. You know what I'm saying? People are usually kind of just stick to what's in, or you know what I'm saying, where popping.
Right.
They tell the truth and speak on what they do if they really do it. And then, you got some people, they create a whole narrative about it. You know what I'm saying? They hadn't did before, but still just go with it. So, yeah, I could say, yeah, that really what influenced me to do it. Like, really just being honest. You know what I'm saying? Like, just speaking my truth. Like, I don't really speak on nothing that, you know what I'm saying, that hadn't been done or something I hadn't seen or, you know what I'm saying, something that I plan on doing. So, yeah, I think that really what influenced it.
So, what got you started wanting to do music, bro? Like, has this been a thing since like as a kid, or is this something new? Like recently, teenage?
Hell no, he been doing music. Yeah, when I was a little nigga, he was doing music.
Yeah, Ken, how old are you?
See, I'm 26.
Oh, you ain't too far behind, but I'm 20.
No, I ain't mean to say that like you were old, but I just remember being young. You know what I'm saying? Seeing you doing what you do, yeah.
Yeah. But it ain't it. I went. I always didn't love music. Let me put it like that. You know, like starting out, like when I was young, I go back real for like nigga was in love with Michael Jackson. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So Michael Jackson was my shit. Like had the tapes, everything. Like I'm crawling on the floor, like a guy on the black and white video. He turned to a panther and shit. Like
so,
I was a big Michael Jackson fan. So I always just love music. Just from being at family reunions, you know what I'm saying, being around, you know what I mean, family members and shit. So I always love music. I ain't never think I was gonna do music though. I always knew it was gonna be something like that because I always had a love for music, for entertainment, film, movies, all that kind of shit. Cause that's what I was into as a child.
Right.
But like I said, you know, just growing up, you lose sight of that shit sometimes. Like the stuff that you love as a child, you lose sight of it as you're going through life sometimes.
Right.
So going through the emotions or whatever, I got off of it. Still love listening to music, but just that pure love for, oh, let me try to do it. I wasn't doing that. But then once I started going through some shit, like some real life shit, like life started hitting hard. I caught some charges and shit. I was young, like 16, 17. Then I caught some more when I was 21. So after that last go round, it was like I had 2 strikes against me. So it was like, shit, I knew that I wasn't going to be able to go the normal route of just being successful or living a comfortable life. You know what I'm saying? Because so in the mind, it was just like, well, shit, bro, you finna have to switch it up anyway. Like now you ain't got no choice. You know what I'm saying? Decisions that made it to the point you ain't got no choice. You can't go get the regular 9 to 5 like everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because you got going through all that shit got stressful. Linked up with one of my partners, he do music. I went in there, recorded the song one day. That shit sounded good. Well, it trash now. You feel me? But
yeah, it was good for the time. You know how that.
Yeah, at the time it sounded good, and for my first time, I was good. Like I'm a natural with a whole lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Not to toot my own horn, but you know what I'm saying. When I do some shit, like I always like it always be kind of decent. So goddamn, once I did, it felt good to me, and I had so much stuff that I was going through at a young age. It got to the point where it was like therapy. You know what I'm saying? Like I was able to rap that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like just rap it. Like a lot of my old music is way more personal than it is now. But that's at first I wasn't looking at it like, oh, I'm finna be this big rapper. It was just a way for me to vent.
Right.
So hearing all like that you've been through during your, you know what I mean, your rise and come up in the music, how did you balance those, you know what I mean, that bouncing between those different lives and handling the music, especially with all the, you know what I mean, the charges and all that other stuff? How did that necessarily play into how you worked around how you did your music?
I think it played out real good. You know what I'm saying? At first I probably wouldn't have thought that it was gonna be what it is right now.
Right.
Like I said, once we started doing it, one of my homeboys, he always did music. You know what I'm saying? Fred Walker, he always did music. So once he started like just being like, bro, you probably should do this for real, I was kind of like, nah, you know, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. So it was a time where I did have the money to really push this shit. I wish I would have been serious about
it. Right.
But I want, you know what I'm saying? But like you said, like still just going through the motions. When I started doing it more frequently, and I started getting reaction from, you know, certain people, DJs, you know what I'm saying, artists from Southwest Georgia, you know what I'm saying, they're pretty big. So I just kept doing it. You feel me? Once I kept doing it, getting good, okay, this is something that I see I could push. So it got to a point, I think around like 2016, we came up with Black America. You know what I'm saying? That's the label, you know what I'm saying? That's the company. So once we did that, I was all in. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I was like, well, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. This is how we're gonna do it. So I stepped back from doing everything else that I won. You know what I'm saying? Like all the bullshit, I washed my hands with it. But me going through, you know what I'm saying, me going through them trials, it motivated me. You know what I'm saying? Now looking back, I could say it wouldn't motivate me like in a positive way, but it was getting a drive because it was like, okay, you can't just be a bum. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
you got to get up and do something. You're going to have to give something to the world. Yeah.
With that fire under their ass.
Type shit. Yeah. So with the label, you said Black America, how'd that come about? That's dope.
Well, it got Syndicate on it now, so it's Black America Syndicate.
Okay.
Shit, bro, some typical movie type shit, like trying to make a group name. You know what I'm saying? Cause we were like a little group at first, just me and my homeboy. But we always knew we were gonna be like, you know, like solo art. So we got there and just tried it up. We like, shit, bro, we need to come up with a name. You feel me? We were coming up with a bunch of shit. And he said Black America. And when he said it, I was like, that's it right there. You know what I'm saying? Cause his name was The Truth. So mine, I knew it was gonna be the Untold Truth, but it had the D, so I was like DA, the Untold Truth. But the acronym for that is DUT. And I had a homeboy named DUT who I went to school with. I was like, hell no. And I just wasn't trying to have that name anyway.
Right.
So I just,
Right.
oh shit, that spelled Tut. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I literally came up with both of them like at the same time. We did Black America. I was like, we're gonna keep that. But you know what I'm saying? The truth, I was like, that just fit because he tell the truth. I tell the side of the truth. Other motherfuckers don't be want to speak on it.
Right.
They feel
Right.
like cool to speak. They just scared to speak on it. So I like Black America fit. You know what I'm saying? It's for the culture. You know, it's for our people. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's pro-life. You know what I'm saying? Because black, that's a powerful color. Like it's a lot of stuff that come behind black. But you know, we basically like just create that just to be a voice for, you know what I'm saying, the black people, America. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's dope as fuck because especially with your name being Tut, that kind of references pharaohs, you know what I mean? And that goes back to the history of, you know what I mean, black people, and it's strong within our nature and the Black America thing. So I feel like all that
That shit
transcends
tie in.
within
That shit
each
go
other.
hand in hand.
Exactly, without him even knowing. And then another thing, what necessarily made you come up with the whole, I know you got the acronym for what you just said, but what made you think of the untold truth part of it? Like what is it that hit your spirit that made you wanna, you know what I mean?
That shit, like I said, I mean, it was kind of simple, but it was still kind of deeper than, you know, it had layers to it. But but he had already been rapping and his name was The Truth. So I was like, okay,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What's the way that I could just play off of what you got going on? So I was like, I could be the untold truth because, you know, they say the truth is 3 sides to a story type shit. But I being a fan of like Pimp C and, you know what I'm saying, some more people, too, you know, everybody always speak on truth. And I remember Pimp C, he always used to say shit like, tell both sides of the story. Like if you're gonna be talking about street shit, don't just be talking about the money, the guns.
Right, talk about the bad side of it too.
So it literally stayed in the back of my mind. So I was like, okay, that's the untold part.
That's a fact.
Don't like to speak on. You know what I'm saying? So when I was like, we're gonna rock with it.
That's dope. That's dope as fuck. That is, and
go ahead, my bad.
No, I was just saying that shit is deeper than I even thought. Like, cause that, like, there's, like, you know what I mean? That is a whole untold truth that niggas don't even know about or even think to even look towards to. But
they know, they just refuse to accept.
Right.
Facts.
Hey, bro, but what about this time? Like, you've been rapping for years, you've been doing your thing. What made you right now be like, I'm gonna shoot a documentary?
Well, it's something that I always wanted to do. Like I say, when I was on, like, you know, I said I like the music, but I always had an eye for visual. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing that made me love Michael Jackson. Cause to me, he the GOAT.
With the visuals, yeah.
Exactly, like everything was always a film. It was always a movie. You know what I'm saying? Like it was
top level production, like every time.
Like everything was damn near short film. Then he got the best of the best, you know what I'm saying? Directors, actors, like just featuring. So I always just kept that in me, you know what I'm saying? So even when I started watching, you know, getting into rap like that, because I don't listen to a lot of rap. I do, but I don't.
Right.
But I started like really just getting into rap like that when I started getting older. The thing that I always locked me in with artists that I like was like they day-to-days or documentaries or they street DVDs where I could see how they
the behind us,
how you really moving,
and especially
right?
with this time, with this day and age, with all the social media and stuff, and you know, just people can just go live and stuff. It's so easy to see everybody day to day, and it actually makes you more of a fan of somebody when you can feel like you're part of their life and stuff in a sense. You know what I mean? Like just seeing them do stuff like that. So with the documentary, how did that kind of all come together though?
I wouldn't even really say it's a documentary right now. You know what I'm saying? But I'll do another game. So I know, you know what I'm saying? Like every I wouldn't even just say artist, like every person with some type of status, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
They on in their career where they be able to have a budget or they got a team and they have somebody always with a camera on.
Yeah.
You know, and all that's for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know what may come up. You will hit you know what I'm saying, you hit a peak in your career or some shit, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Should look at Kanye.
I was just about to say, look at Kanye,
His
what he
whole
did.
documentary is that.
And it's always just good to have content because you never know what you could use it for. You know what I'm saying?
Content rules the world these days. Yeah.
I always have. So it's like it's not really a documentary. It's just so much as me just already basically I'm moving ahead. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Already ahead. So since we got camera equipment and everything else, I put it to use. And since I know I'm an artist.
So this like your first steps to like genius type shit. Your genius,
He's
I feel that.
Yeah.
he basically televising the revolution to keep it real. Basically what
No, I
he's
feel
doing.
that. And it's crazy because it's crazy that you're doing that because ironically, I was watching a video earlier on how like the entertainment world has changed with like rappers wanting to get into Twitch and YouTube and content creating now and YouTubers getting into rap, like you know how basketball players used to get into rap and stuff. It's like all of this stuff is merging together, and like a lot of rappers these days don't even want to go to the big platforms. They want to go to like Kai, you know what I mean? Be on Twitch with Kai and shit like that. Like all content is like merging together now. Like people like hell, there's YouTubers with rapper money now, you know what I mean? And shit like that. So it's just like it's just crazy how like everybody's trying to get merge lanes in a sense, you know what I mean? Like makes sense. And when Kenny sent your IG page, I seen you got a project coming out. Is it dropped today or tomorrow?
Yeah, Bigger Than Rap, it dropped today.
How did that come about? What's that about?
Bigger Than Rap. That's the project just dropped. It's on all platforms. It's on my website too. www.tutofficial.com.
Okay.
But it's somewhat like a sequel to my last project that I did. I had a project I dropped in 2020. I want to say that was last year. I think I dropped it last year. Respect Real Rap.
Okay.
So Respect Real Rap was basically, you know what I'm saying, the point, just getting my point across to like just respect what I do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I did it just to, you know, for a short while, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm in it for the long haul.
Right.
So after I did rap, everything based around respect. So Bigger Than Rap, I'm kind of like, I'm opening the door back into my personal life. You know what I'm saying? Respect Real Rap and everything else I've been doing for like the past 3-4 years. I really just been manifesting and speaking on business shit I've been doing.
Right.
So I'm just real life, like, cause that's what I've been doing. Like I've been taking steps, like really out here, you know what I'm saying, feet on the ground, like building relationships, partnership, like on the business side of things.
Right.
Yeah. So now it then got back to the point I can only write about what I be going through. So like I say, for all them years, everything was basically about business. We manifesting, you know what I'm saying? I'm speaking on shit that I want, speaking it into existence, because all the shit that I was rapping about then, I got it now. So it's like now it's to the point where it's like, okay, the people who know me, they know me as this person. They know me as who they know me as now. You know what I'm saying? T.U.T.
Right.
But don't nobody, unless you knew me personally back in the day, don't nobody really know D. You know what I'm saying? Before T.U.T.
Right.
So it's like, now is the perfect time to go back, you know what I'm saying, and start letting people in, you know what I'm saying, on like, who am I? Like, how did I get to this point? You know what I'm saying? Like, getting back personal. So, getting rap kind of speaks on that. It's like just an introduction of me personally, like giving more detail on my dream. I got a track on there. I was speaking on my lady. I don't ever really do female track, especially not my relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But our first lady, where I'm kind of letting people in on that. Speaking on, you know, the city, my preparation process, you know, just all the elements that's bigger than rap to me. You know what I'm saying? Family, all that kind of shit. You know, like everything is bigger than rap. So yeah, that just dropped today.
And I'm glad you brought up about the personal life stuff because again, like we said, these days everybody wants to know you personally. They want to feel like they know you and feel attachment to you. So you seem like a pretty laid back dude, like you just to yourself with the shits.
Oh yeah.
So I like I know this probably crossed your mind. Like, are you willing? Well, of course you're willing to do it, but as it gets bigger and bigger, are you willing to let more people into that side, or would you rather be more of a J. Cole, Kendrick type of figure, where it's like you hear my stuff through the music and everything else is my personal shit?
Well, I mean, yeah, I'm willing to let people in because I mean, I don't know. That's a good ass question. I mean, I'm willing to let them in, you know, but it just, you know, it's a time for everything.
Right.
So if I show some stuff I want, and like I said, why I feel like then one of the reasons why I wanted to make sure we had our own like production shit. So we like control it. You know what I'm saying? Like everything we put out,
the scope of it, right.
Everything we putting out, everything y'all see me put out my hands on. Like literally, I'm talking production side to the editing side, all that. It ain't gonna be like that forever, you know what I'm saying? But we building in-house on that. So even when I get to the point where I'm not shooting or editing, we still gonna have say
that
so
in-house.
Yeah. So, I'm definitely willing to let people in. Cause like I say, just being a student of the shit, I understand that people all this shit ain't nothing but selling a lifestyle.
Right.
It's like the thing I love about today though, like how you said with the J. Cole, Kendrick, you don't have to portray this lifestyle like you popping goddamn bottles and doing all that extra shit every day. Of course, I ain't for that. We know everybody love that. But then, you know, you got the other set of people out here, like you say, they like to see motherfucker like kicking back, you know what I'm saying, chopping shit up, you know what I'm saying, doing business shit, getting out, making moves, you know what I'm saying, having family time and all that, because that's a regular,
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I ain't, to answer your question, I don't have a problem with that. And I plan on doing it more, so.
Yeah, because I feel like, you know, when you're doing regular people shit, it makes those fans feel like they connect to you and you're not just no big celebrity. You know what I mean? Like they feel more connected because if they just see you popping bottles, buying chains every damn day, they're gonna be like, you can't really relate in a sense. You know what I mean?
And that's why I think fans are a lot more, I guess, involved now because they see everything that their artist goes through, you know what I mean, from their day in to day out, and that's why I think it's dope with you
even
doing
to their
that
death,
documentary.
bro. Think about artists like X, Juice WRLD,
and
These
that's what
kids
I'm saying.
watch
I
you
think
grow, rise up, and die.
I think it's dope that he's doing the documentary because he's already doing that without, you know what I mean, and that's the easiest way because. That's why niggas started fuck with Wiz so much because Wiz literally had
vlogging and shit.
First one to really do that, to really like you see exactly how, you know what I mean? And like you said, it's nice to be able to find someone that's down to earth that you feel like you can relate to, that you don't have to put on some type of pedestal. You know what I mean? And you're very humble, and you definitely come off as someone could fuck with generally. You know what I mean? Like someone that it's like, you know, you put your all into the music and you know you're taking your time to craft it and stuff like that. And I think people will appreciate that.
Appreciate that, man. Appreciate it.
And also when you said you spoke about your preparation, whatever, you know, so how is your preparation with like making music, your process with making music? Is it like how do you go about it? Like you need like, you know, some people have different ways of doing things. They like going to the studio by themselves or whatever the case may be. Like, do you have a certain process?
Nah, I ain't really got no particular process. It just, when I'm locked in, I'm locked in. It been a minute since I recorded at the studio. I record everything, you know, at the crib. It ain't by choice. It just it grew into a habit. You know what I'm saying? I always said once I get to the point where I do my first like full length project, I'm locking in at a studio. You know what I'm saying? Like a real studio, just so I can get that whole vibe. Like just be in the studio. But yeah, for the most part, yeah, man, my process simple. I mean, shit, I wake up, feel like we finna record, got beats. You know what I'm saying? I got beats, I play beats. That's my writing process. Like, the beat got to speak to me first. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if I play the beat, I'm liking it, I'm already catching the vibe off of the beat at first. Like I say, the beat gonna speak to me first. Like, this what I'm finna talk about. This the kind of vibe. It's the kind of melody. You know what I'm saying? And once I get that, you know, I jump straight in. But for the most part, I don't like recording around a lot of people. So it usually just be me by myself or my partner done around. You know what I'm saying? The folks on. And I mean, shit. If I'm working with somebody, you know what I'm saying? Then that's different. You know what I'm saying? Like I have my ways, but I can adjust to anything. So if I'm in the studio around a whole bunch of folks, it is what it is. But that wouldn't be my. But yeah, that's my process, man. It's simple. You know what I'm saying? I don't smoke. I don't drink no more. I don't smoke or drink no more. So ain't really too much of, you know what I'm saying? Ain't really too much in that. We just gonna get in here. We're gonna throw these beats on, create a vibe, and you know, gonna do what we do.
Okay, with the beat process, because I know especially with music today, the beat is definitely a big part of it. Like a lot of people have fuck with the beat more than they fuck with some people lyrics. Like, is there do you have like a specific producer you like working with or anything, or how's that for you when it comes to like beat selection and stuff?
I ain't really got a specific producer. I got some producers who I, you know what I'm saying, who I'm starting to lock in with. Mon P, he from down here. Full Nelson, J Keys. I want to say that's about it right now. Like, oh no, Trick.
Shout out that boy Full Nelson. That nigga hard. Shout out my nigga.
Oh,
I know that nigga that's T man, but you know Full Nelson. Shout out my nigga.
Mon, everybody from down here. Nelson.
Oh yeah, Mon P crazy too.
Mon, Trick. J Keys. I don't know J Keys from down here, but I know he work up there at the studio now. He just so that I'm locking in. But my preference for beats, it kind of wide range, but lately my pocket, like what I've been on, you know, I like. That's why I said I don't listen to rap music that much. Like I'm a big old school, you know what I'm saying, music connoisseur. Like,
yeah, I was just about to ask
so
you, what do you listen to then? Like, is there a specific
straight
genre?
old? Yeah, really soul.
Yeah,
but I listen to some everything. If it sound good, it sound good. But really, you know what I'm saying, just soul
some
music.
some Otis Redding and all them boys.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Goddamn, Bobby Womack.
You
know,
That's that feel.
That's that right. That's that shit you feel in your soul for real.
Hell.
But nah, can you?
But yeah, I like smooth beats. I can speak on. You know what I'm saying? Then I like some hard shit. Like I say, but anything I could gain some kind of emotion off of. Like, cause that's my that's me as an artist. You know what I'm saying? In a box. Like I tell niggas all the time, I ain't the barred up nigga. I ain't never barred up nigga. Like I accepted what kind of artist I was in my writing process.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't never like trying hard or no witty bars. If they come, they come. But my thing is, let me get my message across. Let me get a deep message across. Like I just be want to pull emotion from somewhere. If I can inspire you, I can. If I can make you, you know what I'm saying? If I could motivate you, I will. If you're going through something, I could, you know what I'm saying? If you get sad off of this, job will get happy, job will. That really how I approach
it. So we were talking about the Albany scene a little bit earlier. Do you have any like thoughts on Albany rap scene? Like, is there anybody you've been keeping an eye on or that you would work with from the Albany rap scene that you maybe have worked with?
It's a lot of folk around here who I work with, who I plan on working with. I haven't worked with too many. Well, I have worked with some people down here. I ain't really got no features on my music like that, but I have featured on other. But I'm finna get out of that though. I got something lined up that I just talked to my people about. I just hollered at Nelson about this. Shit, probably like 15 minutes before we got on. I got something that I'm finna do since I don't have feature artists. Know what I'm saying, on my projects. I'm finna do something where I can, you know what I'm saying, plant my feet back in the homegrown soil again. Cause people don't see me like that down here. I'm like a ghost down here. I pop in, I pop out. Like folk be thinking I don't even live down here no more until they see me. But you still stay down here? Like, yeah. So I'm finna do a project where I'm gonna have, you know, feature artists, you know what I mean? And we're gonna put some business together. I'm gonna show people how I do my business, you feel me? So if they can learn something from it. But for the most part, other than that, I think the Albany scene down here is in a good place. I just feel like a lot of artists, not just here, but anywhere, but mainly here because we here. I feel like they got to get out of the habit of thinking, you know what I'm saying, something supposed to come to them. I tell them all the time, it's like, shit, you're an artist, bro. Like, you need to have your plan set out. I mean, very detailed. Like, if you know you want this type of deal, if you want to go indie, if you need to know, like, where you trying to go, basically. So while you going there, well, not while you going there, you need to know exactly where you trying to go so you will know where to go. Because I look at it like this, like, okay, if I knew, last year I knew I wanted to start looking into management. You know what I'm saying? I felt like that's where I was at with my career. So it was like, shit, okay. I looked at what artists was in my lane, what management groups they were going through, what management companies they were going through or whatever. I researched that. So I was like, okay, once I narrowed it down to like my 5 or 10, now I need to figure out how I get in touch with these people. You know what I'm saying? Like, once I knew exactly where I was trying to go, I ain't running around in circles no more. And I know I got to get up and go to them. They not going to come to me. You know what I'm saying? So you know where you trying to go, you got to get your ass up and go get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to go to them because we down here. So you can't expect for it to fall in your lap. You know what I'm saying? You got to get up and go. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Other than that, I love the scene. Like I said, I just wish people stop complaining so much about what's not down here, about what ain't down here. It's like, bro, it ain't going to never be down here. Y'all keep complaining about it. You got to go get up in position. And once you get in position, then you can bring something back. You know what I'm saying? To add value to what's going on down here.
But
they want that overnight success. It ain't gonna happen like that, man. It ain't gonna happen. Kenny, man.
Hey man, shit. Y'all boy, every question I was gonna ask you, y'all boy really hit shit for real.
Well, we on it tonight, man. We on it tonight.
Yeah, man.
But damn, I had a question. I lost. I was trying to let them talk. I feel like I've been talking a lot. Damn, y'all made me forget what I was at with it. Go ahead.
Hey,
man.
but I will say though, keep doing what you're doing. Oh yeah, I do got a question. Do you want to just keep it? Same thing I ask every artist. Do you want to just keep it strictly Black America, or would you mind signing, that big country?
Oh yeah. How could we forget that?
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah. I feel like that's the motherfuckers who know what's going on. That's everybody. That should be the end all be all, because there's only so much you can do indie.
Right.
Thank you.
It's like the goal. It's like the goal to establish, a foundation, get everything together, indie. You know what I'm saying? Build your base. You know what I'm saying? While you indie, get all the leverage that you can. You know what I'm saying? So when you get to the point where you could go step in on offices, you know what I'm saying, with the majors, you will be able to structure your own shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they'll be
right.
Yeah, and they'll be willing to, know what I'm saying, just listen instead of telling you what's going on. Like, you'll be able to walk in there and, let them know what you're trying to do, and they'll respect that based on what you already done built on your own. You know what I mean? And everybody can eat. Everything will be lovely. But for the most, yeah, I ain't got no problem with I'm actually in the middle of a partnership right now. I ain't gonna speak on, not right now. We're gonna pop out soon. You know what I'm saying? But it definitely nice. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a good look for the city, a good look for a lot of folk. But I ain't never. I'm a big team player. I play sports. You know
I like that.
Ain't never. I ain't had no. And I told my partner doing this like 2 years ago. I like, bro, nigga talking about the indie shit. That shit sound good, but nigga, the really just pop indie. Like,
what
bro,
I be saying, Speed.
Like half
God,
a million.
I say that all the time. The indie shit sound good, nigga.
It do.
You got to be able to put. You got to be able to put like a $500,000. So I was telling him, I was like,
everybody can't be Young Dolph.
I was like, yeah. So I was telling him, I was like, bro, I don't mind stepping out, joining something else, just so I could get my foot in the door. You know what I'm saying? Build skills, learn what I could learn, and then I just bring it back home. You know what I mean? Like, so that's why I say it's job about being intentional and motherfucker really just having a plan and studying the game. Because if you know how the game moves, you know how it works, you know what's been done and you know what can be done, then it ain't no limit to what you can do, and you'll know how to scale and gauge what it is you're doing.
Even if you've been in the game long enough, like shit, we even see Bobby Schmurder. You know what I mean? Like, Bobby was huge, but now that he don't got that machine behind him, it's looking different for him, and now he's talking a lot different now. Yeah, I mean, so it's better. It's better. Okay, go ahead.
Oh no, I'm finna say like, and even cause like you said, the Bobby Schmurder, like that's something else I tell a lot of people too that I learned. And that's something, you know what I'm saying, one of my mentors, he asked me to, like, first time I met with him, he a manager, but he asked me, what kind of artist you want to be? And I was like, shit, bro, I just want to be somebody who could do what I love, take care of my family, you know what I'm saying, and let it put me in a position, you know what I'm saying, to build my generational wealth. And he was like, so shit, if superstardom come to you, would you run from it? I was like, hell no. But you know what I'm saying, that ain't my go-to. And I'm saying, I tell a lot of people, like, bro, you don't have to be the big in the world, you know what I'm saying, like, to be successful. Yeah. Bro, you could have 5,000 core fans. Shit, even 5. You know what I'm saying? You got 500 people in the United States, which is a good number because way more people than that. But if you can get 500 to just rock with you when you drop anything, I'm like, bro, you can live good out there. You just gotta know how to.
I ain't never looked at that shit like that. That's facts.
But that's a fact though. It's like all you need is a look. Like I hate to
Damn.
bring it to this, but how you think niggas that sell drugs do it? They need them fucking few couple fucking
Hey,
loyal fiends,
real
and they
shit.
go run it up for them.
And go
Hey,
Don't work.
Exactly.
crazy.
hey, and you know, hey, he with it. That's the way I always looked at it, cause that's how I was when I was doing my thing. I was always the type of nigga I don't want to be. When you out there too much, a lot of problems come with that.
Right, right.
So,
You start handling too many people, things
yeah,
start. You know what I mean? So
yeah. So it's like once
My
I
dad
had,
always told me it's too much responsibility come with being a man.
yeah. So it's like once I had what I had, I was like, okay, I keep that. Anybody else come respectfully, I ain't got what you looking for. So it's
At
like,
all.
even with the music, and this part of something that I'm gonna have with the project I was just talking about. You know what I'm saying? It like I be trying. Cause with my music, I hadn't seen a whole lot of money like through streams, but that's because I ain't got a lot of my music on DSP. I got majority of other music on the website. You know what I'm saying? Like just straight for purchase. But like just on the big platforms, I got one project. I had two, but I took one down. But I tell people I ain't seen a lot of money from streaming, but I do packages with all my projects. So I have a whole merch package. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, merch.
So it's like shit. Okay, if I'm building that around the project, like I said, if you got 500 core followers and you drop a package for $50 and you sell the first month, bro, you just made $25,000. It's major niggas ain't seeing $25,000 they first
Exactly.
that's a
drop.
fact.
Exactly.
That's
You
a
get
fucking fact.
For real though.
yeah,
This
like just
nigga, look at Fabio. He signed a deal for 1,000 for.
hey,
$5,000.
you get man, like and you gotta think about it like if you cause that's the way we is, like we build everything from like I say, my hands on everything. So when it comes to making the merch, making the clothes, I do all that shit for right now. You know what I'm saying? So everything is built, you know what I'm saying, from scratch. So it's a lot of work being put into it, but that's the reason why the back end always look nice.
Right.
You know what
Right.
I'm saying? It's like that's what I be trying to tell you know what I'm saying, people who I just run across, especially down here, like, bro, is you gotta find other things to push with your music. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like if you got 100 people who you know gonna rock with you every time you drop, and you selling something else that's tied to the music, whether it's a short film, whether it's a piece of merch, some type of tangible item. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you sell with the music, I'm like, you got to look at it, bro. Them numbers add up. You selling something for $10, $25 or whatever. Like I say, shit. If you like shit, that money being made. So
Usually the merch is where everybody usually start off, really, especially in the content game. Like if you can get some good merch, and like you said, if you got that good core fan base, if you got 200 people, if every person out of that 200 buy a shirt for $30, that's a nice little something for you right there.
nice amount of money.
Like, let's just be real. Like, if they really your fans or core fan base, whatever, they're gonna support whatever you got going on. So that's all you really need. Because guarantee half of these YouTubers, whoever got million followers, subs, all of them a million ain't buying shit, but they got enough to where it helps out still. So, like, I mean, you can look at them. They not even hitting a million views on all their shit. It'd be like 500,000, 400,000.
Shit, look at no jumper don't even be hitting that much.
Right.
Like,
right. But I know that nigga Adam probably living good as hell. So
that's a fact. That's a fact.
Like, you got to use what you got going on now to be able to use that as leverage. You know what I'm saying, to bring something else in that you could be able to sell. Like even when you look at the big motherfucker like Jay-Z and all the other folks, you feel me? Jay-Z did use it, but what brought him them extra meals were the other deals that he was able to ink that wasn't music related.
exactly.
Like the clothing brands and the production with the movies and you know what I'm saying, like just other shit. But we all know that Jay-Z, the music, you know what I'm saying, is what even created that opportunity to do that. So
Right, probably even being that.
it don't even matter whether you're doing music or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like use your influence to be able to, you know what I'm saying? Like
Build, yeah.
and else in because it always works.
Exactly, man. Like one other question I do have for you personally. I try to ask everybody this who we talk to because I feel like for me at least when I started this support was like one of my biggest things with people is like especially where we're from or being from Albany and having that small town. A lot of people having that small town mentality. You know what I mean? And that crab in the bucket mentality of I got to make it and stuff like that. Well, actually, two questions. How was that support through your journey? How has that been from when you started to now? Has it always been a good support system behind you, or was that one of the things that had to gradually grow as well?
You mean support like just from
Like friends, family, like because I learned from this. It's usually the strangers that's gonna make you rich, or give you that love that you really want out of your business or whatever you're creating. And then your friends just looking at you as like, oh, that's just bruh doing, you know what I mean? Like it's just a little hobby to him, to them, because they don't know how hard we going with this shit or whatever the case may be. So they just looking at it as, oh, that's just bruh doing his little music thing or something to them. Like, how has that been for you from the beginning to now?
It been pretty constant. And I say it been pretty good. And the only reason why I say it pretty good, because I always came into it with the mindset of I don't really focus on who ain't.
Right.
I lock right in on the people who are, you know what I'm saying, the ones who are support. And I continue to feed them. You know what I'm saying? When I used to be around, I used to hear a lot of conversation. Like there used to be a lot of the conversation. You know what I'm saying? Everybody just speaking on, oh, we don't get no support. We ain't get no support. And hell, the people who I could hear saying that shit weren't really moving.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like shit, that's probably the problem. Y'all focusing on that shit too much.
Exactly.
You know,
but y'all not putting all that, y'all focusing on that, but y'all not putting that into your business.
Yeah. Or like we say, you could really focus on the ones who are support. Like I said, when I first started doing merch packages, that's what kind of that came from. It's like, well, okay, the people who support me, who always download, who always screenshot and showing me that they didn't bought this, they didn't bought that. Let me create something for them. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why I appreciate them. And when I did that, other people started chiming in like, damn, bro, how I can get that? How I can get that? So it clicked to me. I was like, well, okay, that shit must want the wrong approach, because that's how I look at it. So it's like, I feel like if we focus more on who's supporting us and we continue to, know what I'm saying, show them love, that love gonna spread. You know what I'm saying? Because people around them, who they close to, who they cool with, gonna see.
Yeah, gonna see that love reciprocated, and they gonna wanna.
They're gonna see that pattern, and that's gonna make them know what I'm saying? Like that make them want to chime in with what's going on. But my family always, you know what I'm saying, it's normal. You know what I'm saying? My mom and them, I'm proud of you. You feel me? They support, you know what I mean? They post, share. Friends, I ain't really just had too many homeboys, never. Like the circle always been small. I got a lot of niggas who I fuck with though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some of them support the way they should or however they want to. I ain't never really too much cared about that. But you know, man, you know how it go. Like, shit, don't nobody blow up in their city first. You know what I'm saying? So
facts. You always gonna have to come back home.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like that with anything though. I don't care what it is. Shit, activists, politicians, whatever. Cause like you said, people familiar with you, so they don't see.
Right.
Yeah,
they be stuck that old you in their head. That's all. Like, they just did.
Yeah.
And I think my biggest thing what it was is because like I think my biggest problem with it was when I would really care about it. Now I don't give a fuck because I can see like, you know, where the pod is going and shit like that. But in the beginning, I think when it was so many of my not close friends, but people I was associated with telling me, oh, you should do a podcast and like hyping me up to do the shit. And then when it came around and it's like, you know what I mean? Then I started looking like, but that was the beginning of it, you know what I mean? So I'm looking at it like, okay, y'all supposed to be the homies, the bros, and y'all hype me up, put the battery in my back to do it. But now ain't nobody visibly
think, though, bro.
fucking with it.
First couple of looks and views, like
it's really about
but it's just real.
Right.
That shit be exactly niggas just want to see like, oh, what he doing? He doing what? Like that's really how them first ones go. It's rare that you get all them first. That initial response is rare that all of that is retained.
Even when we lost the channel and we had to come back, niggas was telling me like, because it confused me then because we worked up to 155 subscribers and it was like, damn, we lost the channel, got it back. I'm expecting everybody to follow back, but then niggas tell me, bruh, you gotta start back putting out content.
It's a work.
So what have you
that's
done?
Why
it's a what? What have you done for me lately?
Exactly.
That's why niggas be so adamant on the Instagram and getting deleted and stuff. It's hard to get all that back.
Yeah.
You lose some shit, but it's hard to get it back.
Man, what we just now
That's
get back to the hundreds again, but we've been grinding. Like now, I don't even look at that shit no more because I could tell we're building that core fan base because we're at 100 some subscribers.
We're rings of power, bro.
All right, yeah. Here you go with this shit.
Hey.
But it just be like that. But I don't know. I think in the beginning it did affect me more because of just how the type of dude I am. Like I look at it as like y'all my homies. Y'all make, what I mean? Like I would support y'all if y'all were doing some shit like this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it wouldn't be no questions asked. Like if it was the shoes on the other foot and somebody else had the podcast, I would share that shit like nothing because I just want my homies to make it. If I got one person, because we talk about this all the time. Whoever might know that person that can get you in the room to where you want to be somehow. So if they share it, he shared, they share it, you never know who you can meet. And that's just what networking is. But I don't think people really want to network. People just want to, it sound good. You know what I mean? All that shit sound good to each other. It sound good to share and support. It don't really.
People
Or
just
not
like
even
small
that, bro.
talk.
People be wanting they end of it. Like,
Right.
you to spread they shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I mean, I look at it because I feel you on that. Because I mean, it definitely felt like that at first. You know what I'm saying? Like, because like you said, the people closest to you, you like, well, damn, I thought y'all would have been the main one.
Exactly.
Like I first put out a project like a long time ago. I tagged like every last family members because in my mind, I'm like, okay, if I follow 75 first, second cousin, uncle, auntie, motherfucker, goddamn on Facebook, I'm like, nigga, that should be and people who I'm finna
get your shit spread it out, right?
Exactly.
But it didn't. So when I seen this shit on a lot of them 70 people, I'm like, 15 motherfuckers did it. So I'm like, what the going on?
Right. Exactly.
That
shit dirtball, bro.
And then when I see folks, oh, but I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing.
Bro, exactly.
But me, I'm the untold truth. I ain't really got no filter either. Right. Respect. So they say that. I'm like, well, why you ain't sharing? Why you ain't coming on? I won't really be on there like that. So I was just like, okay, that's cool. You know what I mean?
You be on it enough to see it, nigga.
Exactly. Like, even if you can ask Kenny, before he even got on the pod, this nigga would drop some shit 2-3 in the morning. As soon as I wake up to get the kids ready, I share that shit. Like, as soon as I see that, it don't mean nothing to quick share that shit. You ain't got to put no caption with it. Just share it, bro. Just share it.
But like you said, I feel like the light at the end of that tunnel is, like you say, like when we really love what it is we doing, you know what I'm saying, and we really, really pushing, you know what I'm saying, to be great at it, we continue to keep pushing. And as long as we do that,
you persevere.
Yeah, we always run across the ones who do support, you know what I'm saying? And the ones that even if you lose the page, when you pop back up, they gonna be there. You know what I mean? And like how you said, just bumping into people who will be able to get you in the room, you know what I'm saying? Like, or connect you with these certain people. The only way we get to that, you know what I'm saying, is by keep going. You feel me? So, I mean, hey, everybody go through the motion, man.
Now that's true. And another thing I think it is with that shit, bro, I really feel like people think genuine support is fake. You know what I mean? Because we just live in this toxic ass world. Everybody just got their own ulterior motives and shit. So they probably looking at it like, why does nigga want to support
they be
me so
shocked
much?
That you keeping it real.
Right. So I think they just looking at it as like, nah, everybody against me when it ain't even like that type shit. Like,
yeah, it's easy to get caught up in that like that, D-Day, like you say, because there's so much shit going on. But with that though, like I always look at shit like this, like even when people do like have motives or, you know what I'm saying, I may not know what their intentions is, I still try it because I look at it like this, like, bro, we all supposed to use each other.
Right. Thank you. Whether
you want to call it that or not, that's really
Yeah, it just don't misuse me. You know what I'm saying? Like we always use each other. Like I tell you, I give motherfucker the analogy, like the simplest shit. Like, bro, what the fuck is a point of a toilet? Like, nigga, we supposed to use the motherfucker. Like, nigga, we could easily go piss and goddamn and shit somewhere else. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
But a toilet,
they made it easier.
It's like shit. If that's the producer and I'm the artist, nigga, I ain't gotta become your homeboy. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Use you for your services for what you do.
Exactly, and vice versa.
Yeah, as long as that respect there, you know what I'm saying, and we respect what each other do. Like I say, we're not misusing. Like, nigga, don't let me goddamn pay you all this. You feel me? And then I turn around and you giving my shit to somebody else too. You know what I'm saying?
No, for real.
No, facts.
Don't have me coming showing up to everything and helping you put this together. But whenever I hit you up to come do some of my shit, you always
can't never, facts.
Yeah. Like that, like it always got to be like an equal, you know what I'm saying, like an equal bargain
exchange, right?
Yeah, but other than that, bro, I give everybody the benefit of the doubt. Like shit, if I know you got something, cause that's what we here for. Like shit, bro, clothes, I do. Hey, bro, I want to use you, goddamn. You know what I'm saying? To rub my clothes and shit. Shit, say less. Just when I drop their project, make sure you sharing that bit about 2-3 times a week.
Exactly, brother. Like with us interviewing folks, there's so many people we
Yeah, because
interview and
there's
shit. They
niggas.
know we're the media guys. You know what I mean? Like we're like the lower level rollout niggas. So it's like you got something going on, come fuck with us. We'll interview
Yeah.
you or whatever
And
the case may
and
be.
and and
Like
some of these niggas be the ones talking about, oh, I'll figure out a time I can work with you. Like this nigga got like a book schedule or something. Like,
right. Like, come on, man. We all in the same lanes.
Yeah,
Like we
it
all
be
trying to make it work.
that's why I
like
said
bro's not.
when he hit me up, when
Yeah.
he hit me, hey shit, what my first response was, out
You
shit.
said shit, let's do it tonight. Yeah.
You
And
want to
that's
do it?
real. I'm telling you, bro told me he was like, he was on the way to Albany and shit. And I'm old man, man. Like, I'll be ready to go to bed 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. Like, I'll be asleep. But I was
Hey,
with it. I said, man, if anybody really want to work with us, bro, because there's so many
That's
niggas
a
we
fact.
actually book and don't show up and we looking crazy, sitting up here
Right.
looking
And be
crazy.
on bullshit.
So if
That's it.
anybody want to really work with us, and I
And
fucks with it.
taking the time out and
Exactly. That's
actually
real. Because I
making
understand.
sure they keep in touch too, because a lot of niggas they don't be, you know what I mean, they don't be keeping up, and then be mad when we move on.
Yeah,
Like, well,
they
niggas ain't
see
about to
that's
be around
misusing. They
forever.
use us for that little 15 minutes or whatever, and then they start. We
Yeah,
still,
what's that 15 minutes doing? Because there's a documentary being filmed and you ain't involved in it. Sorry, my bad. I
Right.
didn't mean to tell you documentary. But
nah,
You tripping.
niggas be talking like they big dogs in the film world, but they really nothing.
Yeah, we got a lot of
Come
them
on, man.
niggas
We ain't
like
getting into
that.
that, y'all.
We ain't dissing nobody on here, but
hey, that real though. That real though.
no, we definitely appreciate you fucking with us, bro. For real, like we
No,
definitely
for real,
appreciate it.
bro.
But my last question to you, bro, before we let you get out of here, man, what advice would you have to a young up and comer, you know, with all the stuff you've been through, like you said, with getting charges and things like that, like especially with this rap scene we got going on, you all the young dudes trying to just be shoot 'em up, bang bang rappers these days. Like, what would your advice be to just even any other rapper, you know, young rapper coming up, young artist coming up?
Shit, be true to yourself and like really think deep on that shit. Like think deep on where you see yourself in the next few years. Like be all the way honest with that, cause it's like whatever you decide to do, you're gonna have to stand on that shit. Like it's gonna come a time where however you pushing yourself, it's gonna get tested. You know what I'm saying? So shit, if you this barred up motherfucker, it's gonna come a time where nigga gonna test them goddamn bars, whether it's in the studio, whether nigga gonna put you on the spot somewhere in front of a camera, in front of somebody important. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
No, for real. Yeah, gonna have to rap.
yeah, so don't be prepared for it. And it's like shit, if you just shoot them up, bang bang, motherfucker, hey, that the energy you putting out is definitely you gonna attract it.
Yeah.
So type of motherfucker, it's gonna come a time where that's gonna get tested. Somebody gonna try to snap that chain, or somebody gonna try to run them pockets. You know what I'm saying? Like you either gonna fold or you gonna, you know what I mean? And that's why I say like just honest and truthful about yourself, because that kind of so what?
Oh, he breaking up.
Yeah, but them kind of situations, man, I don't think nobody ever want to be in. You know what I'm saying? So a young artist, just be honest about who you is. You know what I'm saying? Don't be ashamed. You know what I'm saying? To be yourself, and study, man. Do as much studying as you can on the game, on the business, and everything. Because if you know the business, it'll be real hard for you to get out here, you know, and just get misused and get treated in a kind of way. Like,
I think that's what a lot of young artists need to really study the game instead of just being like, I think a lot of them, we talk about this a lot. I think they just look at what come with this shit and not what's behind this shit. Like,
Exactly.
and
They want the shiny shit.
exactly, they don't think about what's in that paperwork. Then they mad 2 years later, Meg the Stallion type shit that they contract looking crazy because now they.
Last she won one
Oh yeah,
part
she
of that
did win. She did
lawsuit.
win. Speaking, I'm speaking of, you know, living your raps and stuff. I'm glad I just thought about this. What's your thoughts on the RICO case with YSL and all that shit going on? You been keeping tabs on that?
it lame as hell to me. Like it's and it's I say it like that because like I say, like how I was before it came into like the person I am now. I wasn't always the person. You know what I'm saying? My morals and everything else still the same. That ain't never changed. You know what I'm saying? But just the way I move changed. So all that goddamn, it's fucked up what he going through, but at the end of the day, that's the life he chose to live. So I'm pretty sure he thought in the back of his mind, you know what I'm saying, that this is a possibility. With everybody taking the plea deals and all that shit like that. Like that's the part I ain't feeling, because it's like,
right, y'all signed up for this shit. Now y'all trying to renege on that shit. Like, yeah,
y'all knew just as much as he did. You know what I'm saying? What y'all was signing up for, even with just the artists. You know what I'm saying? The artists who get in on it, they're like, bro, you could be an artist on this label and still move in a way where it'll be impossible for anybody to tie you to some bullshit. Or you could come get a part of the label and you feel like you a part of it. Just like
shit, it's possible, because look at Got It and Key and shit. There's a couple other niggas in YSL that didn't go down. So I mean, you got they said.
I wonder how. That's why I was wondering how a couple of them niggas didn't, but Gunna got caught up in that shit. That's why I was like, I feel like Gunna got more to him than niggas is letting off. Cause
maybe.
Nah, I feel like a lot of them will use that punch though. You know what I'm saying? The feds, they smart. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they grab who they feel like, you know what I'm saying, they could use, who they can goddamn scale up a little bit, you know what I'm saying, to be able to get what it is that they need. And shit, just because them other motherfuckers ain't got called up yet.
Don't mean they not. Right.
Don't mean that they ain't not. Like I say, them feds smart. The motherfuckers build a case on your ass for years before they even say something.
But the thing that you think, so do you think the feds is going to pick it up? Because right now it's just a state case.
Well,
nah, I think
they definitely gonna pick it up.
Yeah, what I'm about to say, because usually I heard that if you beat the state
RICO, they gonna pick it up, bro.
the Fed usually pick it up next.
Because I don't really think they really too much got like, I don't think they really too much. From what I'm hearing so far, I don't really know the goddamn all the details on this shit, because I don't be all the way tapped in on it. But from what I saw last time, like I don't really think they got no murders or no drugs or no shit like no hardcore.
They just want Thug. That's really, and it's crazy because they're really just targeting one person. Like this ain't like they trying to get the whole gang out of here. Everybody still be in.
Yeah,
and that shit is so evil because they using these niggas to break him down, bro.
Well,
that's all they doing. They chastising this man.
They want Thug and they want niggas that actually did the like because Gotti, that nigga ain't get no plea. That nigga's still in there.
Oh yeah,
that's why
Gotti. Yeah, Gotti's still in there, and so is the other niggas. SB, Lil Miles, like all them niggas is still in. They didn't get no pleas.
Yeah.
So what you?
Nah, what you say?
Nah, but all I was gonna say is like, so you think Thug done? Like you think with all what we kind of know so far, what you think he might not?
I don't know, cause I know when it comes to them cases, like bro, all it take is, bro, you find one loophole.
Oh yeah.
And that could throw the whole shit. And 90 from my stats, because I used to look that kind of shit up, bro. I want to say 97% of the time, bro, lawyers, DAs, all them folks, they fuck up somewhere. 90, like in the high 90%. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, they kind of already had.
I think I read that too, bro. It damn near 98%.
Yeah, they already have. They already kind of fucked up because they. Well, I mean, I guess it don't matter because they got the witnesses, but they had to throw out the cell phone shit, and I know that because
but nigga, that's where they got that nigga that was in
that's why I say I don't know if it's gonna really help
for it. And they got that nigga Tick. That nigga Tick is confirming that shit that was said on fucking Messenger.
Yeah, well, so I'm praying for bro. Cause at the end of the day, I hate to see how folk go through that.
Right.
At the end of the day, I always look at it like this, man. You make that bed, you gotta lay in it. You know what I'm saying? So I was just telling my homeboy the other day, the shit, it really be making me mad because it like, nigga, the whole point is to get out of the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it makes sense when you doing that off of survival. But when you ain't got nothing to live for, you surviving, you trying to find something to live for. You know what I'm saying? It somewhat kind of makes sense.
Right.
But once you get to a point where you good in life, you get what I'm saying? Now you got thing to live for.
Right. Like what type of oxymoron is a rich gangster? Like really think about that shit.
It don't make sense.
That shit
So
don't
what's
make
the
sense.
reasoning? Like, you know what I mean? Because like
That's all
again,
niggas know,
like
bro. That's how
that's
I
what I'm
feel.
about to say. Is it just because that's all niggas know? But then I look at like you look at you, like you said, you made the change, bro. Like it's possible to do. It's not like
But
it's not.
it's a lot of
bro,
ego though. You know, niggas be held to the standard. My bad, you go ahead, bro.
I'm finna say now, like, bro, what you said, though, I feel like that's all it is. It's just like a status symbol. Like, goddamn, once they get on, and this the thing where for gang banging niggas, cause I can't say the thing for drug dealing shit, but cause most niggas do kind of watch the hand with that shit once they get to a certain level. But with the gang banging shit, it's like once you get that type of status, you get to the point where you could push the line.
Yeah.
You got the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So like,
that's why they want Thug King Slime.
So like if you were just like a Rudy Poop or just like a regular nigga coming up before you got the money, but then now you got the money and everybody embracing you because you could put money in the hood, you could put this in the hood, you could put that in the do some nigga like
they gonna get your ass and squeeze the hell out of it, and you gonna bring the game down.
Cause ain't no one gonna tell your ass stop feeding the hood. Cause if your dumb ass is dumb enough to feed everybody that is in the same spot and gonna stay there, then you gonna be in these situations like that. Like you said, I pray for Thug because Lord knows I don't want this shit to happen to that nigga because that nigga was definitely going up in his trajectory. But that's a downfall in the black community, honestly, and that's what social media does. They feel like they have to uphold these standards that fucking fans and niggas that are fucking nerds never even touched any type of these streets or anything. They have to live the standards for these niggas. You know what I mean? Because that could potentially impact your career and you know what I mean? So it's like you're damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yeah, it's like they want you to still be doing that shit right then and there. That's you know what I mean? Like it can't be no old shit. They still want you to be
they want you.
Shit.
That's why
or you fake. You know what I'm saying? You ain't real.
Even if you did that shit 2 years ago, you still ain't real because you didn't do it yesterday. Type shit. So
you feel me?
But for real, bro, you know, we definitely appreciate you, man. For real, this was I ain't gonna lie. This
one
was
of my
a good
favorite
one.
interviews.
Yeah, I'm about to say
That's
this was
one
a
of my
good one. This
favorite
is a
interviews
good
of
one
the
for
year.
real,
I'm gonna
bro.
keep it real.
This is dope. This is dope, man. So
Listen, boom.
Right. Where
top
can
two.
Where can they find you at, bro?
Social media platforms, T.U.T Black America, T.U.T Black with no K, BLAC America, T.U.T Black America. And like I said, I got the website, everything on the website, www.tutofficial.com, www.tutofficial.com. Got everything on there, music, videos, pictures. Had the merch page up, but we rebranding right now, so I'm gonna have something back on that real soon. But everything on there, social media platforms, all that on the website. So you go to the website, you really get everything.
And new project
and make
just
sure y'all
dropped.
go fuck with the
New
guy,
project
man.
just dropped. Bigger than rap.
He got hella content. Working hard. Make sure y'all fuck with him.
Go check out the documentary too.
Is that out? Is that out too?
My bad.
That's out now.
No, it ain't not yet. I'm just putting out certain snippets. You know what I'm saying? Make sense with the, you know what I'm saying, that makes sense with the
Tyswt music is real. It comes from a place in his heart, but it's much, much, much bigger than that. With all the projects and the community service, I'll never forget. One year for back to school, they did the backpack giveaway. And those things came in, you know, they were in need. People were in need. I can remember him coming out to the Boys and Girls Club to talk to the kids, and they brought pizza. And that was a little bit of
bigger than rap. Yeah, it's out everywhere on everything. So yeah, videos coming real soon. So yeah, man.
Go support.
Definitely appreciate you, bro.
Hey, I appreciate y'all too. And like I say, shit, hey, we made it happen tonight. So I'm gonna definitely stay locked in and stay tapped in with you.
For real, bro. We bro. We appreciate the opportunity. Like I said, bro, I gotta thank every time anybody come on here with us because it's a hassle for us to get stuff scheduled, and I know it's a hassle for everybody else. So we definitely appreciate you. You know what I mean? Squeezing us in. You know what I mean? I know you was on the way to the city and shit like that. So we definitely appreciate you staying up with us and shit. For real, bro.
Hey, if y'all ever need like any camera work, you know, pictures, video shit, any of that kind of shit, you feel me? Hit me up and goddamn let me know what's up. We'll do something. I always do I would always do some free stuff, you know what I'm saying, first before we get into business, you know what I mean? So, hey, finna say shit, hit him up, you know what I'm saying? Y'all got any ideas? We could lock in, you know?
Oh, definitely got some ideas. Trust me, definitely
Yeah,
got some ideas.
Yeah, bro. We got some
that's
ideas. We
Definitely
definitely
got
gonna
some
touch
ideas.
bases with you.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
I want to do a pod out there with all of us together at least once.
Yeah,
So
definitely got
Hey,
to do one.
everybody meet up
No cap.
at a mutual spot. Everybody hit up Atlanta or something one
Yeah,
week.
that what I was thinking, like Atlanta or something. That'd probably be the easiest spot right there because know they got studios and shit for real. So you know
Yeah,
hell
they
hey,
yeah, because
locked in.
yeah,
we all at three different points, and
Now,
I
it's
got
just you. It's just you. I think we can all
it,
get
yeah,
there.
it, yeah, it is me. It is me the holding it all up.
got a
But
I got a spot too if y'all ever do want to link up in Atlanta. My partner done they got a 22,000 square foot, you know what I'm saying, production studio up there. You know what
Say
I'm saying?
oh
less.
shit,
Say less. That's all you gotta
I
say.
got more
You talking
than
about
enough.
what's it called? The HBCU? You talking about that?
Yeah, HBUC.
Yeah. My bad. I said it wrong. Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely
Most definitely, bro. We got to get up there and get some work in, man. Hell yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But shit, Kenny, go ahead and get us out of here, man. You know how we do it.
Hey, man, of course, man, it's your boy Kenny Supreme. You can follow me on all social medias at Kenny_Supreme with two E's. That's art, media, and music. Y'all get at me for all that. YouTube, who is Kenny Supreme? And this Trap Talks TV. Thank y'all for fucking with us.
Rondo.
so.
Trap Rondo on IG, Miles Gomes on Facebook, Trap Talks TV
Yeah, there
on
we go.
everything. Spawn Vader on Twitter. You already know what it is.
And I am, of course, Trap_Bambino on Instagram, Twitter, CJ Rush on Facebook, Trap Talks TV on everything. Like they said already, we gotta plug that every time. Trap Talks TV, go follow us on everything. We're going up, we're here, we're there, we're everywhere. And that was the untold truth. Tut himself. We here, man. Go download Bigger Than Rap. We got some good shit coming, and we're here. Like I said, we're there. Everything's just too sweet. This is Talk Your Shit with Trap. Thank you.